Good morning, Texas Pond Bass Master here. I'm so glad that you could join us today. It is an overcast day. It is windy and it's about 67 degrees. I've only got about an hour and a half to fish before we have to head over to family's house to celebrate Easter. Happy Easter to you all. May you have a blessed Easter Sunday. Get your ride and let's go fishing. Well, I got my two rods with my micro chatterbait made by Z-Man and my Strike King Baby Menace trailer, and my favorite Army rod. It's got a swim bait on it made by 6 Cents, and my fishing bag. So let's see how we do. Now when you're casting into the wind, you got to set your drag to where it slows down a little bit when you drop your bait. That way you can avoid backlashing. Now remember, when you tighten up your drag, you won't be able to cast quite as far. Of course, you can cast further when you're downwind. So let's give that a try. Got out there pretty good. So we can't pick up a bass on this Z-Man micro chatterbait. So you set your drag. This is your drag knob here. That's for when you pull line, how much line comes off and how fast. This little knob here controls your spool. That's your spool drag. And then over here on most rods and reels, they have a numbering system, and that's your braking system. That's your internal braking system. That also helps as well. So you can raise the number to brake more, to slow this down, or you can use the knob on the other side. I got mine set at about 3.5 right now. So those are the two ways you can control how fast your spool spins when you cast. If you cast into the wind and it slows down and your spool is spinning faster than your bait is flying out, you're going to get a backlash. So everything is about timing. Your bait going out and your spool spinning as one single unit, and that's where you're going to get your adjustments. Could be a bass or it's grass, one of the two. That feels like a bass. It is a bass. No skunk today, my friends. Pretty little bass for Easter morning. Go ahead and let her go. Looks like a father and son fishing over there across the way. Haven't seen them pick anything up yet. But hopefully they'll catch some fish. Another fish. Alrighty, bunch of moss too. I'll tell you what, 2 or 3 years from now, this pond is going to be producing some nice bass. I really do like this Z-Man Fire Crawl micro chatterbait with the Strike King Green Pumpkin Baby Menace as a trailer. That has been successful for me over the last few weeks. The Fire Crawl colors are hard to find. I ordered them online from Discount Tackle. I bought one and I liked it. Caught several fish on it, then I lost it, so I had to order me a second order. But when I ordered the second order, I went ahead and ordered 2 in case I lose this one. I have a backup, especially since they're hard to find, the Fire Crawl colors. That feels like a fish. There's a fish. Stay on, baby. Got a lot of that moss right there. Well, that's 3 fish in about 20 minutes. That's not a bad day. Tell me where your mama's at. Tell her to come out and play. Let's switch rods. Favorite Army reel. It's got the 6 cent swimmer bait on there. Texas rig. See how we do. So same thing on this reel. You got your drag. That's for when you pull your line off, how fast it comes off. You got your spool tensioner, how fast your spool releases. Like I said, if you're casting into the wind, you want this a little bit tighter. because you don't want your bait to be slowing down and your reel still spinning faster. That's what causes your backlash. Then you got your internal braking system, and I got this one set at 3.5 as well. So I can slow that one down a little bit. Yep, about right there. Nice. A little fast. Tighten her down. So I've got it stopped right there. So back off just to where it starts moving. Let's try that. Oh man, did you see that? Missed it. He hit it. That feels like a fish, maybe. Yep. That is a fish. Small one, but it's a fish. Yeah, that's a decent sized bass. That's a nice one. She is pretty. Pretty little fish. Gonna let her go. Thank you for playing today. So this is the 6 cent swimmer bait. That's the first bass I caught on this bait. My son-in-law gave it to me the other day. He's been using it and having a lot of luck. Got it Texas rigged on a 3/0 hook. Saw something splashing up over here a while ago. Let's see if there's something in here. There's a bass. Look at there. That's a decent bass. Got a little belly on her. Ain't that something? Look at that little bass. The bass, they come up under this. This is the gabion basket that I was talking about. They use it for erosion control, silt control. And when you don't see them, you'll get hung up on that. There's one out here across the pond, but it's washed out underneath there, so those bass can go in and out. But yeah, nice bass. I'm gonna let her go over here on this side. go. Never thought there'd be a bass in there, would you? You just never know. Let's see if there's another one in here. Looks like my line is moving. Something's taking the bait. Could be just the wind. Feels like a bass. Feels like a fish. Another bass. Look at there. Look at there. Hold on, baby. Yeah, nice, another nice little bass. Have to get my pliers to get this one out. There we go. Got a little belly on her. Let her go. So today I was using a swim bait. So this is what they refer to as a swim bait. This is a paddle tail swim bait. So what happens is when you throw it out there, that tail swims just like a fish, so it gives it some action. Now there's several different ways that you can fish these. You can throw it out and let it sink. A lot of times as it's sinking to the bottom, bass will hit it. Let it get to the bottom and then just pop your rod and get it to like jump. So that tail will go up and down as you're doing that. That's one way to fish it. Another way is to throw it out there, let it go to the bottom, and then pop it up and then slowly crank, and that will make it swim just off the bottom of the pond or the lake that you're fishing in. The third way to do it is the same thing. Throw it out there, let it fall to the bottom, give it a pop to get it up off the bottom, and reel a medium reel, and that will bring it up higher in the water column and it will swim there. Another way is throw it out, let it sink to the bottom, give it a pop to get it up off the bottom, and then reel faster, and then that will bring it up higher in the water column, more towards the top of the water. Now there's one other thing that you can do as you're reeling it in, whether you're in the middle of the water column or towards the top of the water column, is every now and then just give your pole a jerk, and that will cause that bait to like cut into different angles as it's swimming through that water column. So that's several different ways that you can use these. Texas rig and bass love them. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's video. It was a good Easter Sunday morning of fishing. Ended up landing 6 bass. The first 3 I caught within 18 to 20 minutes, and then shortly after I caught the other 3. I was fishing for about an hour, ended up with 6 bass, and I would say that's a good day of fishing. I was using the Z-Man Micro Chatterbait. It's the Fire Crawl color with the Strike King Baby Menace Green Pumpkin Trailer, and also the 4-inch 6 Cents Divine Swim Bait. It is the Bluegill Fire, that is the color. Tell your family and friends about this channel. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you like the channel, please subscribe. This is the Texas Pond Bass Master. Get out there and go fishing. Tight lines, everybody, and we will catch you later.